Uh, Pravi, can you send a message, broadcast a message to everyone to come to the room, session number 6, please? One moment, I'll just send a message as well.
Oh, so nice to see so many likes. Very appreciated. Thank you so much for joining us. We are starting in a bit. Glad to be here with all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back to the Blockjakarta 2020 Digital Conference. Thank you for staying with us throughout the break as well. And this is indeed a fantastic opportunity COVID has given us. I think one of the few things we can look at positive from the COVID experience is this system of online communications, which we are using now today to come back to you, to keep our commitment to bring to you the fourth edition of Blockjakarta. And in fact, now we have a wonderful presentation coming up from Melanie Mohr, who's the CEO and founder of the Mohr protocol. 1 minute, please.
Amazing. 94 people. It's so great.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome Melanie to the session now. We all should appreciate this. She's taking her time and she's online right now from Berlin, Germany, which is a bit feat for her because it's early morning over there. Melanie Mohr is a Berlin-based entrepreneur with 20 years of experience in media, marketing, and mobile applications. In 2018, she became the founder and CEO of the Mohr protocol. Melanie is a 4-time founder and a strong female presence in the tech and blockchain scenes. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Melanie. Melanie, I hand over the stage to you. Enthrall the people, give them a good experience today. Thank you for coming.
Yes. Thank you so much for this invitation. What a fabulous conference format. And I really love the tool. You took so much care in making this a great experience, extraordinary experience for everyone. So thanks for the invite. Very glad to be here with everyone and excited to see that we have nearly 100 viewers here in the audience from the blockchain space, technology space, and of course from Indonesian government and officials. Welcome, everyone. Excited to speak about something that is very close to my heart. It is why and how the blockchain industry will generate many new jobs and great opportunities for everyone. It is, I think, especially in times like these, which we experienced lately the last few months when Corona hit our economies and where we saw a lot of jobs got already lost through this terrible global crisis. The question is, where is the light at the end of the tunnel? Where are the great new opportunities? And where maybe also governments and officials should focus on to deliver these opportunities and to be a catalyst for their economies. And so I'm very excited to share a little bit of statistics and my point of view on this amazing topic. I will switch now to, I will share my screen and I will sometimes switch back and forth between the screen and myself because you will either see the screen that I'm sharing or myself. So 1 second, I need to share this. So I totally believe that this is a job creation machine. This industry, the blockchain industry, decentralized technology industry is going to be a catalyst for wonderful new opportunities. Here, I think it is very important to highlight the giant upside of the blockchain industry through some statistics and some data. And you can see that there is already a huge spend by the financial sector that already happened in 2018 and that is constantly growing by $552 million a year. And 74% of consumer products and manufacturing is in either the experimentation or already in the production phase of blockchain development. With so much investment across so diverse industries, the blockchain industry is only growing. We have 53% of companies that are working on a supply chain use case, for example. And a lot of new healthcare applications that are adopting blockchain for commercial deployment already in the next couple of years. So 55% of healthcare applications will be using this great new technology. And so with so many applications and so many different industries, the upside potential is really huge. And what I'm wondering is, because there is already so much investment going into our industry, the question is, why is it not yet clear how this will have implications on the job market? Where are all these great opportunities now? And therefore, the job market is expected to have a huge growth up to 3.1 trillion blockchain businesses. This is the value add that will grow only over the next 10 to 20 years. And therefore, 70% of total business cost spent is going to be in labor. And this is where I think it will really show that the industry is going to be responsible for a huge new job market and many more opportunities that are going to be created. One second, I'm shifting over. So what are these new jobs in the blockchain industry? There are, of course, there is the whole technology side. So you have blockchain developers, you have economy architects, token auditors, token designers. This is everything from the technology side. There are really new additional jobs. Of course, these people are already probably in the technology industry. They were already getting their expertise and experience, growing this over years. But the great thing is that this new technology is of course, giving also new developer talents an opportunity, and they can educate themselves. And as the industry is just, let's say, around 10 years now old, you can really jump in as a sideway. You do not have to be in the technology industry already since many years. There are great educational outlets out there that are helping you to get quickly on board and learn the new tech stack. Then you have a lot of companies in blockchain security, of course, new hardware companies, marketing agencies, community managers. A lot of new publishers are out there, and consulting firms, exchanges, and funds and asset managers. I just want to outline or mention a few of these companies that you might have already heard about. Of course, when it comes to technology development, there are companies like Consensus. If you think about exchanges, you have, besides the big crypto exchanges, Binance and Huobi, you have, meanwhile, so many more like Gate.io, KuCoin, Bithumb. I mean, the list is already endless. New funds came also out of this space, dedicated crypto and blockchain asset-focused funds, and marketing. I mean, it's of course marketing. You have your the marketing industry as it works already over all these years, but the blockchain and crypto asset industry has new facets to it. And so a lot of marketeers were focusing in the last years on this industry. and have figured out that with new publishers like Cointelegraph, CCN, so many new outlets out there, that they also have to transition and really focus on these new marketing channels through Telegram, through many other messaging platforms that have delivered a great platform to build communities. Let me quickly also switch back to and end the screen share for a while. Now I'm back here again. So on the one hand, you have all these jobs that are created as an addition to maybe already existing jobs, but with a very clear specification on the industry. And that's exciting to see that you can get through new educational tools like Blog Geeks, or, for example, there's Ivan on Tech, who is a big influencer in the space and who created a separate entity purely for educating developers, marketeers in the blockchain industry, which is Ivan on Tech's Academy. But there are so many more institutions that deliver great opportunities to educate yourself in the space, and especially now in times that are hit by this terrible virus, and where people need to be do more remote work and also educate themselves online. There are so many opportunities to do that. And on top of the existing jobs that with a little bit of further education, you can easily tap into this industry. There are, of course, also amazing completely new jobs created because the blockchain industry enables a completely new leverage for the gig economy, and new little micro jobs that can be done through new platforms that are on the rise. Let me switch again to the presentation. So even more interesting are then the jobs created in the blockchain industry that are really enabled by blockchain technology. So again, these jobs that you're seeing here are the jobs that are kind of an addition to existing jobs where you just extend your experience. I have to say a very important still new job here is a token engineer, a token designer, and economy architects, that they are all needed to create and work on decentralized platforms and blockchain-based new decentralized economies. So there are now numerous jobs that are only possible because of blockchain technology. And this is where we are looking here into the new jobs facilitated by blockchain. And so the beginning, it all started because kind of Bitcoin was this first decentralized network that enabled everyone to earn Bitcoin with mining Bitcoin. So you kind of just had to have a little bit, of course, of experience in technology, buy your hardware, download the Bitcoin blockchain software, and you could start with the right hardware set, start mining and earning Bitcoin. But now, particularly interesting and game-changing are the possibilities for the gig economy. And numerous other micro jobs in the gig economy are now possible thanks to the ability to facilitate micropayments, cross-border transactions, and decentralized systems. And gig economy, I mean, with that, that people, these kind of micro tasks can be, you create content, you do little micro tasks in research, in watching or validating content. So there are so many little micro tasks that someone can do on the go, but they might just take your effort for a few minutes, a few seconds sometimes. And the question is, how much is it worth? Maybe just a fraction of a dollar for, a job that you can do in a few seconds or in a minute. But this little micropayment and cross-border payment would not be possible, or the transaction cost would just be enormous to facilitate. Therefore, it would there was not really this possibility yet to leverage these kind of jobs. And through blockchain technology and micropayments that are with digital assets and cryptocurrencies possible now, and crypto tokens, that's now I would say the big catalyst for new jobs created in a gig economy. And I gave this example that content creators are one of the ones who can hugely benefit by micropayments, because if you're not a big influencer with not a big reach, you might really just make a little small revenue or earning out of content that you're creating. But now on the platform, this can sum up over a month, over a year. So you have maybe at least a nice side income that that can be facilitated. And these content creators benefit from this ability to also retain ownership of their content rather than surrender them to the centralized platforms. So I think the three very important factors are micropayments, cross-border payments, smart contracts. Through smart contracts, you can get ownership, for example, ownership and retain ownership and be fairly rewarded in in decentralized and centralized platforms. I want to show you, there are, of course, so many great companies that are already enablers of micro payments and enablers for the gig economy. Everyone might have heard already from the platform Steam and Steemit, Library, Vibravit, Storm, WOM. My company is also in this segment. Tukey, Mithril, Gifto, Kin, and Brave. Brave is very interesting because it's a browser-based system where you can earn basic attention token by giving certain advertisement your attention. And this is also something people are browsing on browsers anyway. They are using a lot of platforms already to watch content, consume content in various ways. And why should they not, for the attention that they are giving the content, being fairly rewarded for it? So this is a totally new angle versus the angle of using a platform and your data is going to be used to deliver the value to the advertisers. But besides the platform making a lot of money out of it through advertising and marketing spend on their platforms, the one who is watching the content, the one who's the audience, the consuming the content, is not fairly rewarded. And this is, for example, a new business model and also a new revenue model for people who are consuming content delivered by the Brave system, Brave platform, and by basic attention token. But there are, as you can see, so many more that are having these kind of new business models. I'm quickly switching back to the audience. As I'm also the founder and CEO of a platform that is empowering the gig economy, and we believe there are so many new jobs that are going to be created through blockchain technology and in combination with the gig economy, we also decided to focus on this part and delivering a great solution and a job creation machine for people that want to create content or for people that are able and capable in auditing and reviewing content and rating content. So on our platform, or not platform, but the system or the blockchain technology that we have created, or blockchain leveraging technology that we have created, is empowering people who make word of mouth product recommendations that they can be fairly rewarded. So if I'm a lover of a sneaker, a fashion product, a beauty product, or a tech gadget, and I'm sharing a recommendation, usually with my friends, I cannot monetize this recommendation in any way. But people are making these recommendations 2.1 billion times a day. And what would happen if all these recommendations could be monetized? When I'm sending a friend a WhatsApp message and saying, hey, have you seen this amazing new restaurant? You should really go there. The food was wonderful, and I enjoyed the whole evening. And this is a recommendation I usually just share with a friend, but it's a recommendation that is of high value for the restaurant and delivering a new customer to the restaurant. So these are, for example, little examples of how you could create content and get fairly rewarded for the recommendation that you're doing. I will show you quickly how this works on our platform to give an example of new jobs that are created. Let me share again. So on our platform, we have a possibility that every social network can integrate our protocol and allow content creators to monetize. And so a content creator is making a recommendation on a WOM-supported platform. And then when he or she made the recommendation, we have a new job that we have created, which is called the Content Authenticator. Someone who can identify and validate recommendations using the WOM rating system and a WOM decentralized application. We have figured out that people can validate and review the content really in a few seconds or in half a minute. And therefore, it's this kind of a micro job. You watch content anyway, give it a rating while you're watching it, and you can start monetizing your attention, and additionally, give it a quality check and help the community to understand that the content is great. So basically, you need to decide, is it a fake content? Is it real content? Does it have some honesty, authenticity? Has it a certain quality? And is the content positive or negative? And when creators and authenticators did a good job, they can earn WOM tokens based on the engagement on the platforms. And of course, the platforms additionally also earn a fair share because they are delivering the interface for engagement. And on top of that, we have brands and advertisers that get now access to authenticated, real, honest product recommendations. And they can use this content instead of advertisement. We believe that this is a huge new opportunity for many players, will create a lot of new jobs. It will enable everyone, even if you're not an influencer, to monetize content, keep ownership of your content. And when the content is discovered by brands, then they are additionally boosting the content and enabling you to get more reach on the content and, of course, to even monetize more. So a lot of new participants in a full economy that are able to earn based on this system. And I want to wrap up my presentation with a little outlook for the future of blockchain in Indonesia. As we see, I mean, Indonesia has such a very young population. 29.7 is the average of years is the average of age of Indonesia's population in 2020. This is amazing. These young people are intelligent, smart people who all seek new opportunities. While Indonesia itself is growing faster than Germany, where I'm from, USA, UK, and France. So the question will be how to deliver all these young people great opportunities. And I think 11% already own cryptocurrency, which is interesting. They are already in this. They already see this opportunity. So creating jobs with micropayments and with crypto or token-based monetization opportunities will definitely enable and empower many, many new jobs in Indonesia. I'm thankful that you all joined this little outlook on jobs that can be created through blockchain technology. Here is my LinkedIn profile. You can also reach me on Telegram at Melmo, and I'm very looking forward to hear some questions now and getting back to you here. And I have now some questions here in. Please, here, let me see where I see. Are there some questions from the audience?
Do we have some questions, Melanie?
I am, 1 second. Was there a slide error?
No, that was earlier. I think it's been it was resolved. So I think there are no questions at the moment because I don't see any questions here. So yes. Melanie, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your time. It was an interesting session, especially coming to the young generation of Indonesia. I have been working there for the last so many years with them, and I've seen that they do have a very good grasp of this topic, and they are hungry for more and more information on blockchain. And they are looking at data scientists as a career option as well, and the universities as well. They are trying to implement that into their curriculums. So we have many people from the universities attending today. So I'm sure this will set the ball rolling now. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to have you at Blockjakarta.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for our next session. We have an interesting session with Roger Ver, who's the executive chairman of Bitcoin.com. So now you'll be switched over to the next room. Before you go there, please keep your Bitcoin Cash wallets open. Roger has given USD5 worth vouchers, 20 vouchers worth $100 for your audience. So all you need to do is open up your Bitcoin Cash wallet, and at the end of the session, there'll be QR codes which you can scan. I'll see you in the next session. Please shift over.